It is about 7:20 in the a.m. I've been up now for about close to an hour. I just got my kids off to school, and I come on and I'm getting a slew of messages. And first, let me thank EJ. I sincerely thank you, brother. I really, really do. And I apologize. You guys see my eyelashes coming off. Excuse me, EJ, but this is just what I do. This is just my personality, so excuse me. I know that I'm getting your messages and your concerns about the traffic that is coming on my channel with the cyberbullying and such. EJ, I've been dealing with such foolishness for, I want to say, from the time I came upon this platform. It had gotten so overwhelming at one time because, people began to look into my finances, contact my ex-husband. EJ, I am married, but, we've been separated for years, and we're like ex-husband and wife, though we're still married. But women have contacted him. His job has been contacted. His social networks have been contacted by women, soliciting dates from him. I've had crazy people come to my house. I've had some really, really crazy things to happen here. Arrests have been made before in reference to the cyberbullying that I seem to get. The only thing that I can truly attest it to is the fact that some people just hate to see some people do well. And it's something that, I've been dealing with since I've stepped upon this platform. And a lot of women just find it uneasy for a woman to live a fairly decent life, and in their eyesight, I have no job and no income and no anything else, and so they're like, how is she doing it? So that's what's making so many questions come in as to my character. Does she do porn? Does she this and that? And so I would like to talk to you one-on-one if you would like. We can exchange numbers, whatever. Because I also got the message that I want to believe Queen Bee Bitches attempted to commit suicide last night in reference to the cyberbullying that she's been getting. On my end, I do have an assistant, EJ, and she's on it like now. I'm going to do everything in my power on my end to eradicate this. I have collected the emails. There was another brother on yesterday, and I read his messages too in reference to an arrest and, all those types of things. I'm just here to say that I'm willing to do whatever is deemed necessary from me to eradicate such foolishness. It's just unfortunate. She sent me a message yesterday and she wanted me to call her. And, there's times when because I do have a personal life. And there are times when I cannot. I'm in the middle of shooting a show. So there's days when I'm busy and days when I'm not. Yesterday was kind of a down day for me. I did not have taping yesterday. However, I had other things that I must do. And it's just unfortunate that hatred can become so disgusting that people would go to such lengths. I find myself defending my character so often and so much, and people tend to get angry with it because they're like, why are you explaining? Why are you doing this? But it's not you They're not coming for you. They're not threatening death upon you and your children. This is what I'm getting. So I don't expect for people that don't put out videos to clearly understand it. You would not understand it because it's not coming to you. But if they were wishing death upon you and your family, then you would clearly understand my problem. You would clearly understand where I'm coming from. And it's just so unfortunate, and it's just so sad and disgusting. And I know that I one time got a letter back from Google, and they were saying that they were buckling down on this, and that is why they added the Google Plus onto there, because then therefore they can kind of attach not only the IP addresses, but have like, you know, when you set up your account, a lot of it has to be, you know, the security questions and how you set up your account and things. To my understanding, and I'm paraphrasing, that it would make it easier to buckle down on such foolishness. So I am going to submit a letter, and I am going to spam a lot of these messages, and to do whatever that we can do, because at this point in time, it's just getting so ugly. And people are, you know, going on both of my channels. They're going on my social networks, and they are just completely just like floored that, you know, why are you explaining? Why don't you just block them? It's easy to say just block them, but these people have such a vision and so much hatred that they just come back, and they come back, and then they come back, and then they invade my children's pages. They invade my my personal space. So if it is not you, once again, if it's not you, you will not understand. So please stop saying to me about block them, ignore them, block them, ignore them, ignore them, block them, move on, block them. Stop explaining this, because it's not you. Now, let me clearly say that I am here to stay. I am here to stay until my Father takes me away from here. Now, I've witnessed death in 2010. He brought me back twice. I have no fear. Okay, let me just make that crystal clear. I have no fear of that. But when you're threatening the lives of my children, then that's where it stops at. That's where it's getting just a little bit too far. So, EJ, I thank you for your service, brother. I appreciate your messages. I'm getting them. I have overnight clearly about 200 messages, and I'm just going through them now. So I just got to the message of this young lady attempting suicide last night. So I am going to look into that as well. I believe she left me her message, her telephone number yesterday, because she was telling me to call her. And she was like, I need you to call me. I need you to call me. And it was rather alarming for me, because a lot of times you don't know who you're talking to. And you don't know what you're up against sometimes when you're just calling folk. You know what I mean? And, you know, to just... Anyway. EJ, I thank you. I thank the other brother. And there's other men that have begun to chime in on such foolishness. Let me just say for the record, I'm not an escort. I'm not into porn. None of those disgusting things. I have a daughter, okay? I have a daughter. And clearly, if I was into any of those things, Tony's a very stand-up guy. He would have been and took my kids a long time ago. Nor would people fool with me if I was just like damaged goods or some kind of lunatic or something. So I have to defend my character, because it's like a snowball effect, and people are just, you know, just gravitating to something. Let me gravitate to something. If somebody says something, let me gravitate to it. It's getting so disgusting, and it's getting so juvenile. But I just had to come in and speak on it really quick. I want some bacon. So I'm going to go fix me a bacon sandwich. So until then, you guys have a good morning. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye. Be safe.